Hi, my name is Buttahman. I'm a comedian. I live in Hollywood. And let me tell you my story. I used to be in the closet like 3 or 4 years ago. I was doing comedy, but I was very afraid of people knowing my sexuality. I grew up in the Caribbean. It's a very homophobic culture. And then I worked in rap music for a while in radio, and that's also a very homophobic culture. So I spent a lot of time being afraid that if people knew the real me, that I would lose my friends, I would lose my status in the industry. And so, but comedy being my passion, it was always about, me wanting to be on stage and I had to tell the truth. So I made the decision to start talking about my sexuality and my act, and it totally changed everything because I went from being afraid of people finding out I was gay to now being on stage every night and basically coming out in front of strangers and talking about the things that I had to go through when I was hiding in a closet and when I was pretending to fit in and be something that I wasn't. And there was humor in that. I think that's something that everybody can relate to, trying to be something that you're not. And so I found my greater purpose in comedy because I feel like there's a lot of homophobia that exists in the comedy world. A lot of homophobic comics, quite frankly, who tell jokes about gay people and use it as a device. And some of it is some of it is trash. But at the end of the day, I feel like my voice and my greater purpose on the comedy scene is to be somebody who blows away those stereotypes. Because I remember when I went on stage and talked about being gay, it was like, at first, it wasn't even laughs. People were just like, what? Are we being punked? You know what I mean? But then after a while, people opened up, and I feel like not only am I making people laugh and sharing my gift, but I'm also educating people and showing people that there are different types of gay people. And so now one of my goals is to start going on tour with other LGBTQ comics to other cities where people may not necessarily get an opportunity to go to a comedy club because quite frankly you don't want to hear these awful tasteless jokes, and you are you're seeing people who you can relate to as the comics. You know what I'm saying? And so that's one of the goals that I'm working on, and it's coming together. But I think what's important is that we have platforms. You know what I mean? Honestly, I'm blessed because I get to work as a comic in LA, but a lot of places don't book gay comics. You know what I mean? We need platforms so that we can start changing the way that people see us. And I think this WNET, this web series, it's called First Person, is one of those things. They're working towards a second season, and I think it's a great thing that we get an opportunity to have our voices heard. And so what you can do is, if you want to hear more stories, is to support it by clicking on the link, Kickstarter link. It's right on, right down there, and donate and help us get to this second season. Because at the end of the day, I think our community is a colorful community filled with different types of people. And the more people can see and hear our stories, I think the more it'll encourage people who may feel isolated to come out. Because the thing I learned about coming out was that, you think that you're going to be all alone and you're going to be ostracized and no one's going to want to talk to you. But the reality is there is a wonderful community of people who are waiting to embrace you. Do you know that there are people who have been fighting for your right to exist even before you may have even known or realized you were gay? That was kind of when it really hit me. You know what I mean? When I realized, wow, this whole time I've been hiding from myself. There have been people who are fighting for my right to exist, and here they are. And it's a beautiful thing, and you will never get more support than you will from the LGBTQ community. And so we need to support this. We need to support WNET and give them this platform and give them a season 2. So go ahead, donate. Click the link. You got the money. Just go ahead and do it. All right. It's a great opportunity for us to hear our stories. And so, again, I applaud them for doing it, and I applaud you for donating. So Butter said it. So go ahead and do it. Donate it. Do it right now.